Imagine, in the early 20th century, a new element that glowed in the dark. This was radium, discovered by Marie Curie, and it promised a future full of miracles. It was going to cure cancer, power cities, and make everyday objects shimmer with an ethereal green light. The world was captivated. Companies rushed to infuse everything with radium face creams, health tonics, and most famously, luminous paint. This paint, called undark, was used to make watch dials glow, a symbol of modern luxury and scientific wonder. To paint these tiny glowing numbers, factories hired hundreds of young women, mostly teenagers. In places like New Jersey and Illinois, these dial painters were seen as artists. Their job was clean, well-paid, and glamorous. When they left the factory, their hair, skin, and clothes would faintly sparkle in the dark, a ghostly glitter that made them the talk of the town. They were the shining girls, the face of a radiant new era. But this glamorous glow concealed a deadly secret. The technique they were taught was called lip pointing. To get a fine tip on their brushes, they were told to shape the bristles with their lips. Lip, dip, and paint. Hundreds of times a day, they ingested tiny but lethal doses of radium. Their supervisors assured them it was harmless. Some of the girls even painted their teeth and nails for fun, delighting in the way they glowed. They had no idea they were swallowing poison, that the very element making them shine was silently embedding itself in their bones, mistaking itself for calcium. By the early 1920s, the dream turned into a nightmare. The women began suffering from horrific illnesses. Their teeth fell out. Their jaws crumbled in a condition later named radium jaw, and their bones fractured with terrifying ease. The radioactive material was eating them alive from the inside out. When the first dial painters died, the companies denied everything. They launched campaigns to discredit the women, claiming their sickness was due to poor hygiene or other diseases. Internal documents later revealed the shocking truth. The management knew about radium's dangers for years, but kept it secret to protect their profits. While male scientists worked behind lead screens, the women were given no protection at all. But these women were not just victims. They were fighters. In 1927, 5 women from New Jersey, led by the determined Grace Fryer, decided to sue the U.S. Radium Corporation. They were so sick they could barely stand in court. Reporters called them the living dead. Their fight for justice captured the nation's attention. The image of these glowing, dying women betrayed by their employer sparked public outrage. The media pressure forced the company to settle. It was a small victory, but it was monumental. For the first time in American history, a corporation was held accountable for occupational poisoning. The sacrifice of the Radium Girls was not in vain. Their case triggered a revolution in worker safety. It led to new laws, the creation of safety standards for handling radioactive materials, and eventually the establishment of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA. Their tragedy taught science a brutal lesson about the long-term effects of radiation, setting exposure limits that protect workers to this day. More than a century later, the bones of the Radium Girls still glow faintly in their graves, a silent, radioactive testament to their suffering. Their story is a haunting reminder that progress without humanity is a dangerous illusion. They didn't just glow in the dark. They illuminated a path toward a safer, more just world for all of us. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as powerful as I did, please like this video and subscribe for more true stories that changed our world.